Fuck. All right. First off, I want to expand on the last part of my video with homeless people saying I don't have much sympathy for a lot of people. Now, that's contextual because, right, if you have a shitty situation, if you were just born into a shitty situation and it wasn't really your fault, then obviously I got sympathy for you. But if you go through your whole life doing nothing, then why should I have sympathy for you? If you don't get up off your ass and do something about your current situation, even if it's in a really bad situation, then it's hard for me to have sympathy for you. Just wanted to get that out there. Anyways, I wanted to discuss today, I could even do a part 2 on homeless people. Holy shit. There's so many things I could say about them. Even just my interactions with them. There have been so many interactions with homeless people here in LA only, and I've only been here for 3.5 years. I mean, I grew up with them. I mean, they were in my town when I was growing up. Not too many altercations there, just the older I got here. They're just worse here. They suck here. Anyways, I wanted to talk about, I'm gonna turn on the fan, it's hot as shit. I wanted to talk about dieting and nutrition. Now, I didn't go to college for this. I'm not a doctor, obviously. I was even vegan in college for a little bit. I literally watched this documentary on Netflix, and the thing that kind of piqued my interest in this whole vegan route was when I saw in the documentary, they were like, oh, in like ancient Romans, they found remains of plants in their like diet or something. And this has been used for all other situations, like the blue zones. They say that these people eat plants, which they do. They have vegetables in their diet, but 80 to 85% of their diet is animal products. And that is the main reason why they live so long. And when you look at Western culture, Western dieting, it is all about vegetables and fruits, which, I mean, I'll give my opinion on that later, but they try to fearmonger people when it comes to meat. Now, when it comes to meat, like red meat, there are a lot of terrible options in America when it comes to red meat, right? A lot of the red meat here is grain-fed. It's fed grains and soy, which is not natural at all for a cow to do. But what's insane about a cow is that they aren't monogastric animals, I think that's the right word, where they can take things like soy and grain and turn it into like saturated fat, which is crazy. Like that's like crazy to think about. But we're monogastric beings, like chickens are. So if chickens get fed soy and corn and grains, that's going to get stored into their skin, and it's going to be all these unhealthy polyunsaturated fats, which are not good, can lead to inflammation, damaged skin, just all disgusting stuff. I mean, seed oils are just like, I mean, it's literally like a machine lubricant. I mean, you can watch on YouTube just how disgusting it is. But red meat in general, it gets a bad rep because, right, a lot of the red meat in today's industry is so processed, so disgusting, right? Cows are meant to eat grass. If you have a cow that only eats grass its whole life, that is one of the most nutritious animals you can have, right? The liver, the brain, the muscle meat, the colostrum, the heart, the milk. I mean, oh my gosh, like I have switched over to drinking raw milk, eating raw egg yolks, raw meat, raw ground beef, raw liver, raw heart. I have some ground beef, liver and heart in here. Sprinkled a little honey on there. And I made this switch probably about somewhat of a month ago. I was having liver, and now I'm having heart. And I feel really good. It's not like a crazy difference, but I've noticed my mood is a little better balanced. My anxiety is a lot better. I have really deep sleep. I don't have an issue falling asleep. I can expand on this more, but let me get back to the red meat. All these studies that all of these studies have, they use people that eat terrible meat. The meat that they're using is not grass-fed, it's not grass-finished. It is very low-quality meat, which is what a lot of Americans eat nowadays. And why it gets such a bad rep is there are a lot of things like really processed meat, so like hot dogs or salami or the gabagool, like that stuff is really, really processed. It can be bad for your heart. It can be bad for a lot of things. But if you truly eat quality meat, quality dairy, quality animal products, you will thrive. You do not need vegetables. Those are an anti-nutrient. They have oxalates, phytic acids, bunch of anti-nutrients that bind to magnesium, calcium, all sorts of nutrients that your body can't absorb. And going back to this whole Western dieting of just so much fruits and vegetables, I'll get my opinion on fruits in a second, but I mean, when I see a parent feeding their kid vegetables, I want to cry because it is so, so bad for the child. Even just kids growing up now, why do you think we all needed braces growing up? Why did we all have acne growing up? Why do we look underdeveloped? Why do we look malnourished when we're growing up? I mean, if you look at tribes that only eat raw foods, their cheekbones are wider, their faces are wider, and they look like a model, which it is what you're supposed to look like. If you switch to like having raw foods, your face will be less puffy. It can do a number of things, a number of wonders for you. And I cannot stress enough how important it is to seek out quality animal products, quality dairy, meat, organs. Organs are literally the best thing you can ever eat. Back when we were hunter-gatherers, the most prized organs were liver and the heart, and sometimes the brain too. I mean, they ate the brain, but like if someone killed a lion, they would either go for the heart or the liver. Those are the two most prized organs, and they're just a powerhouse when it comes to nutrients and minerals. And I just get so worked up when people are like, God, why is my hair thinning? Why does my face look like this? Why do I have this disgusting ass face? Why is this happening to my body? Why is this? No one ever thinks it's what they're eating, because everything you put into your body is affecting your body. Bread is so disgusting. It's literal grain sludge. You do not need any of that. You don't need any sort of seeds. Do you think our ancestors were seeking out seeds and plants to eat? No. They were seeking out fucking mammoths and tigers to eat. Maybe not tigers, well, maybe in some tribes, but they were hunting animals, right? The amount of propaganda that has gone on in our society. I mean, you look back even in like the 90s, they said that eggs and butter were bad for you. Those are some of the most healthy things you can have when it comes to animal products. You need saturated fat. Your brain is made of saturated fat. Your heart is made of saturated fat. Like, do not fear animal products. I would only tell you to look out for them if you're just getting some generic beef or steak, because, right, people are going to say, well, it's really expensive, and it is. But if you cut out going out, I mean, not going out, just like when you shop for groceries, prioritize high quality meats, because you can get them. Go to the farmer's market, go to one of your local stores. All stores have like grass-fed beef, and then you can make the argument of like, well, grass-fed is not technically like 100% grass-fed, because what people will do is they'll say it's grass-fed so they can feed a cow grass for like maybe 10% of its life, and then they'll say it's grass-fed, but the consumer is going to say, oh, well, it ate grass its whole life, so it's going to be awesome, which is completely not the case. I mean, this is America, right? Capitalism strikes again when it comes to tricking the consumer, thinking that they're eating something really healthy when, I mean, I think eating meat is you should just get that regardless. Even if you can't afford the high quality stuff, it's going to be better than anything else you're eating. Bread, dough, fucking just plants and bread, all that shit, sauces. I mean, even condiments like ketchup are disgusting. Dude, so many things are that people don't even think about. Coffee is not good for you. It's a poison. I mean, you eat a coffee bean and tell me how it is. You take a bite of a coffee bean and it's disgusting. You drink black coffee even, and you're gonna put in milk and sugar. So you say, oh, I don't put in sugar. Well, you're gonna put in milk, because if you just drink straight black coffee and say that you like it, well, then you're just a masochist at that point, because who the fuck likes to drink black coffee on its own? It's disgusting. It stresses your body out. It puts you in a stressed state of mind, and it's not good for you. I mean, it rips out the minerals of iron. It dehydrates you. Coffee's not good for you. Think of it as just like, if you can't eat something in its raw form, then you shouldn't eat it. Chocolate, vegetables, bread ingredients, all this shit. I mean, right, with every vegetable, you're always going to steam them or cook them, right? Because they have all of these anti-nutrients that can give you kidney stones, can fuck up your gut. I mean, that's why you get so gassy when you have a ton of vegetables. And I wish I could put more people on. Cheers. That was a heart. I never had heart before. That was my first time. That was pretty crazy. This is definitely the liver. The liver with honey. Oh my God, that's actually so fucking good. People will demonize this. The media will demonize this. Our parents grew up with all pasteurized stuff. Pasteurized milk is not good for you. What's better? Milk that has just came from a cow, where it was rigorously tested for any sort of disease, or processed milk, where it gets heated up, kills all the bacteria, kills all the nutrients, and then it sits in a warehouse for months, and then sits on the shelves in stores for months. I mean, this is why, like, when I was young, I hated milk. Milk was disgusting. It just tasted burnt, which makes sense because it's heated up. Now I have raw milk now, and it's so good. It's so creamy. I love it so much, even though it's like $20 a gallon, which sucks, but it's more than worth it. It fills me up. I feel a lot better drinking it. And just the amount of nutrients it has is so off the charts, and it's so worth it. I just wish we could shift from all of these plants, these grains, these seeds to just animal products. Dude, they're making lab-grown meat. What the fuck is that? We have cows. We have animals. What are we doing here? And I mean, the media has done a really good job fear-mongering people into not eating meat, thinking you can get E. coli and other diseases from raw meat, which, don't get me wrong, you totally can, but it matters where the source is, where it's coming from. It matters if it was eating grass its whole life. And these are the things that you need to consider when you're talking about these things. Sorry, my dog's going crazy. And I just wish people would be more open to it. You see, I drink raw milk, I eat raw liver. Well, you're a freak. Don't get me wrong. 2 years ago, I was eating raw egg yolks, but these were from Costco, right? Low quality eggs. I got salmonella. It was the worst thing ever. I literally I would take a sip of water and just have diarrhea in like 5 minutes. It was awful. But when you get it from a good source, it's good quality meat products, it's good quality eggs, then you have nothing to worry about. We've been eating raw foods for millions of years. It's only very recently till we switched to all this pasteurization, no organs in anything. I mean, just look at videos on YouTube. Look at tribes that only eat organs, drink blood. All these tribes don't even have water because they drink their blood and they get hydrated from that. It's not your genetics on why you're ugly. It is literally what you are fed. And again, why did we all need braces? Why are there so many allergies? Why is there so much heart disease now? I just think it's pretty obvious when it comes to why societies and why kids look so underdeveloped, why kids need braces, why kids have acne, why kids have allergies. It is literally what you are fed. It's not genetics by any means. But yeah, I mean, I tell everyone, right? I tell everyone that eating raw is the way to go. If you can't eat any food in its raw form, then you shouldn't be eating it. Thanks for watching.